Good morning, and welcome to Friday. TGIF, some people may say, but we in Epic Radio always say good morning and welcome to your Friday edition of the most trusted, reliable, and of course unbeatable, second to none. If you're not selling markets, nobody know go buy them. So they are there this morning for sale with market. We get something we will really need to talk about over the course of since sports been invented in this country. We topic this morning, now beyond football, why other sports struggle for attention and investment in Sierra Leone. Two-way approach to this topic. One is attention. Two, investment. Beyond football. So beyond Miller, we pull football. After football, why other sports them not to be active and get the attention and the investment? Why? If I can talk to you this morning on this, we get somebody who is knowledgeable about short discussion. Currently, is the acting Secretary General for the National Olympic Committee. He also doubles as the president of the Sierra Leone Volleyball Federation and former Minister of Sports. So many titles for this great gentleman. And I mean this morning we'll be joined by Ahmed Kanu, which served and invented the National Sports Authority. That all will form part of this conversation this morning. Now touch the dial as we are going for a quick break. But before we go for a quick break, of course, anything in life gets something for celebrate. So tune in as we drop the big bombshell this morning.
If you look for best betting experience, register with 1xBet today and enjoy when you register with 1xBet. I say, then go give you 200% bonus by your first deposit. And when you complete your registration, side day, we then go ask you for put your official promo code. Just put AMS232. 1xBet. Try get on your phone. 1xBet get fine game them, like casino game, card game, and they all get sober winning. They get football, basketball, tennis, and boku other one them with live updates. Register with your phone and make sure say you register with valid ID card. And when you done your registration, screenshot card of Visa card. 1xBet, the sponsor La Liga, Serie A, League One, Confederation of African Football, and a partnership with FC Cologne. That not done, then get them brand ambassador them like Yemata, the Laughing Matter, Crack Twist and Zamza, Robino, the comedian, and plenty other one them. 1xBet, play on today, forget you're winning. And not forget to bet responsibly. The office the Lumley Beach Road by Empire Night Club. But if you're not able to reach there, call in a telephone number 076 100 33 or 078 206 171. Experience. Register with 1xBet today and enjoy when you register with 1xBet. I say, then go give you 200% bonus by your first deposit. And when you complete your registration, side day, we then go ask you for put your official promo code. Just put AMS232. 1xBet. Try get on your phone. 1xBet get fine game them, like casino game, card game, and they all get sober winning. They get football, basketball, tennis, and boku other one them with live updates. Register with your phone and make sure say you register with valid ID card. And when you done your registration, screenshot them for Bambai. You can withdraw and deposit with Colats, with Orange Money, Afri Money, 1xBet Cash, MasterCard, or Visa card. 1xBet, the sponsor La Liga, Serie A, League One, Confederation of African Football, and a partnership with FC Cologne. That not done, then get them brand ambassador them like Yemata, the Laughing Matter, Crack Twist and Zamza, Robino, the comedian, and plenty other one them. 1xBet, play on today, forget you're winning. And not forget to bet responsibly. The office the Lumley Beach Road by Empire Night Club. But if you're not able to reach there, call in a telephone number 076 100 338 or 078 206 171. Experience. Register with 1xBet today and enjoy when you register with 1xBet. I say, then go give you 200% bonus by your first deposit. And when you complete your registration, side day, we then go ask you for put your official promo code code. Just put AMS232. 1xBet. Try get on your phone. 1xBet get fine game them. Like casino game, card game. And they all get sober winning. They get football, basketball, tennis, and boku other one them with live updates. Register with your phone and make sure say you register with valid ID card. And when you done your registration, screenshot them for Bambai. You can withdraw and deposit with Colats, with Orange Money, Afri Money, 1xBet Cash, MasterCard, or Visa Card. 1xBet, they sponsor La Liga, Serie A, League One, Confederation of African Football, and a partnership with FC Cologne. That not done, then get them brand ambassador them like Yemata, the Laughing Matter, Crack Twist and Zamza, Robino, the comedian, and plenty other one them. 1xBet, play on today, forget you're winning. And not forget to bet responsibly. The office there Lumley Beach Road by Empire Night Club. But if you're not able to reach there, call them a telephone number 076 100 338 or 078 206 171. Experience, register with 1xBet today and enjoy when you register with 1xBet. I say, then go give you 200% bonus by your first deposit. And when you complete your registration, side day, we then go ask you for put your official promo code. Just put AMS232. 1xBet. Try get on your phone. 1xBet get fine game them. Like casino game, card game. And they all get sober winning. They get football, basketball, tennis, and boku other one them with live.
Welcome back from the very short break. Time check for most of the clock now. 8 minutes past the hour 11, and we'll just not be joined in the studio by the current president of the Sierra Leone Volleyball Federation. We also don't serve as one of the highest positions in sport with the then government headed by Dr. Anesbai Koroma. Good morning, Mr. Kanun, and welcome to Epic Sport.
Good morning, and thanks for having me.
So we just went for, we're into the festive season. Happy holidays.
To you and the rest of the Epic listeners out there, and for that matter, to the rest of Sierra Leone,
All right.
home and abroad.
We get something in front of we which we think should be of a national concern, looking at the fact that we all know that football is the biggest community. Many people can say football even big past the United Nations in terms of its population. Every part of the world, people play football.
Right.
But beyond football now, let's come to the reality that other sporting associations or sporting disciplines in the country, the struggle, one, the attention. Before we look at the investment part, let me first start with the attention. What do you think, as you don't serve in that direction, what do you think is the major problem as the attention of other sports not to be attracted by Sierra Leoneans or the world at large?
Well, not the world. I know.
Okay, I'll limit time for Salon level.
Yes.
Yes.
Firstly, that's a reality. I agree with you. And then, secondly, sports now waiting government want do with them now you see. Meaning, waiting sports want use with waiting government want use sports for achieve. Sports generally get in own thing with the help government for achieve across the world. Whether now for help young people for go school, whether now for what you call social inclusion, you get people who are disadvantaged, such as the women, them young people. You just want to use them for accelerate inclusion or for mobilize the country generally. So as I say, it depends what government want to use it, and based on that, it will take sports for do it you want to do it. That's a difficult topic for discuss altogether at this moment.
Yeah.
But the reality is, the question should be, what government want to do with sport in Sierra Leone? Waiting at the policy guidelines, waiting at the waiting at the plan. You understand? And for me, I don't think so we get a plan as a country yet for sports. Meaning, we no one use sports yet for achieve waiting development partners all over the world for the developing countries and so on and so forth. They use for achieve sports. You check other countries. For example, the European Union. You know the church UEFA. Make no mistake about it. You know the church, other sporting disciplines them at the European Union level because they get an autonomous agreement where they push them. That is why you see, for example, the Champions League is bigger than any other event next to FIFA. Because the autonomy what they need, then they get them, and added to that, the European Union knows say for their integration work, not through young people them. If they're young people and they accept we are Europeans, then it's going to work. So they use football, they use the UEFA Champions League as a means for unify the European Union. So it's much more easy. And so then they use other sporting disciplines there, whether it's tennis, whether it's basketball, whether it's volleyball. So across, then league, that UEFA league where they see so. In volleyball version day, in basketball version
that is exactly.
day, they're all day, and they happen with a synchronized calendar because for the European Union, this is how we integrate the union through sports. Because
so can I make an example? It might not be great, but can I make that same example? Maybe can I say the AU, the African Union? Is it something similar to which you just described for mention?
That would have been a lovely pathway for law unify Africa, for law get a common agenda. Take it first from the Mano River Union, MRU, you come to ECOWAS. I have been to 3 All-African Games events. The politics is so excessive that the athletes, they know they get the platform where they need. There's so much confusion.
By the host nation?
Not a host nation. The AU Sports Commission, called AUSC, then the politicians, in fact, they want to go ref game. That's how confused we are as a community. You understand? You there at the policy level, know what you want to achieve with sports. Let the technical people who will understand multi-sports events manage the process for let you get your outcomes. But it doesn't happen that way in Africa. So you come back to at the national level. Not the same thing. I don't watch ECOWAS Games event. In fact, ECOWAS now are the most dysfunctional.
Yeah.
You go by ECOWAS Games now, so confusion. It's done. And I can bring back the case of the EU. The competition is so stratified, meaning it is at various levels. From the youth level, the cadets come to the senior level, they're all organized. The calendar is synchronized such that one event after the other, they take place, so there are activities all through the years. You understand? But we'll not get that situation.
So now, it's just like this discussion now is even beyond Salone now.
It is beyond Salone. It's an African problem.
So holistically, let me broaden the scope of the discussion now, and we make some comparison. In modern age now, I watch many people, don't they ask this question, say, we always the bash at Salone, say we athletes, for example, if the Sierra Leone Basketball Federation get a tournament for go play like a qualifying series, funds not the day follow then go. It not just happen at Salone. I've followed some Nigerian sports, some Ghanaian and other parts of the world, particularly in Africa. Then they struggle with the same. Could it be economic problem? Or why politicians, governments as a whole, they focus on football than the other sports than they across Africa?
Because football is highly political. It is one of the biggest in the world, if not the biggest, if I can say so. Many politicians they leverage football sooner than take office, and so then they left out the other sports them. When you check the cost benefit, the return on that investment, it's almost negligible. It's almost the return no equivalent to the investment. Take the case of volleyball, like you always cite me on sport now, no more. 2 athletes, beach volleyball athletes, we don't go the CAVB Development Cup. But first of all, I tell you, see, we've been get a plan. We focus now for build a new team, a new crop of athletes them, starting with the youth teams them. And why are we waiting at the focus? We want to make sure, say, in the next cycle of continental events, we will come home with a medal, but with specific reference to the Olympic Games, the Youth Olympic Games na Dakar 2026. So we get to call them Operation Podium Finish, not to just an idea and a person head. The practical arrangement get for be. So we identify the athletes, we train them, we expose them. It comes at a cost, but then the results don't begin coming. In the last 3 or 4 months, from August to this December, we don't come with numerous medals. 3 events. We miss out on the youth games in Abuja because of funding. We miss out on the school games in Algeria because of funding. But we're able to go Cape Verde, Banjul for the CAVB Development, Youth Development Cup. We come home with silver. We go, that was in August. We go Sal Cape Verde for the Zone 2 tournament. We come home with gold. And we just returned back yesterday from the African Youth Games with gold. 19-nation tournament, we come with gold. Which means the consistency is there. Waiting at the investment yonder. It's not going to be more than $20,000. That investment is right across the board. You understand? You come home with gold, silver, and gold. But compare this now with the big brother. You understand? What have we returned? So there needs to be a rethink. You understand? Needs to be a rethink. Okay, let us use proportional arrangements. You are the biggest sport, so we give you 50% of the national budget. And the rest, Lord Shebam, amongst the other sports, then based on performance. I can tell you, say, if you give me $100,000 per annum, I sure say I go able to organize national tournament like the one with the ongoing soon at tennis court. We get the national club championships, the ongoing. I will tell you, so we're able to develop facilities across the country with partners then, and at the same time compete internationally. Compete, not to forget participate.
I want when listen to you keenly when you talk with the expertise. When they are close by, they make one very big gathering. I think few weeks back. Now status aside and present a lot of sporting discipline. The purpose of that, well, that is unknown to me or knowledge. But all of the celebration, now other sporting disciplines will get less support from government, but government always they celebrate that. If government is pointing fingers on association, they wouldn't bring gold or bring Lawrence to the country, don't you think it's high time now, short decision, be rethink and fully say, well, we'll only spend a lot on football will take the biggest share. They are saying this, that football take the biggest share, but will not get the revenue, or not get the value for money would invest in football.
You know, we blame government. Government always gets, you get what you call sector leads. You get somebody who they provide political leadership, you get a person who they provide technical guidance. You understand? I don't work with government. I don't sit at the highest level. The presidents depend on the minister for provide them a direction. And then the minister depend on a technical lead for give them guidance as to what in this direction for look like. Now based on that, government they approve. Generally, if the president will approve, say let's go this path. But the question I can always ask is, do we have a plan for sports? We don't have one.
You will start anything?
Yes, I started a reform program. We bring about the NSA. I got a 10-year rollout plan. We're not going to mature until 2028. And I don't think we don't start that rollout plan yet. The way they change from one direction to another, it takes time. I get for consciously do the move. If you hastily just come, you hastily can't implement a program without understanding what it's about, you get shortfall. And when you get a shortfall, you will, they make mistake, you're a human, you be misguided, that's one, but in the process, hold back, pause, and reflect. Is this what we want? Are we moving in the direction where we need for go? If that is not the case, what do we do? And if you get the answers to what do we do, then you can go back and reset the clock and move forward. But I don't think we have a plan as a country. We all just stumble in the dark. There are not many people who understand sports, the value of sports, I can say this categorically, I not get no hesitation. Now the passion what we get for sport now just they use, but the value for sport, what sport can do for a nation, for nations such as Sierra Leone, where we check the population. If you go na street now, you sit down. 60-70% of the people who they see now young people them. How we go harness the energy for mobilize them for national development? I can tell people that the easiest way is through sports. The easiest way than they. But how many of us understand this? Very few. How many of us can, oh, we dey into sports? Yes. Maybe now for let them dead ball, kick, pass, shape water, this you go. Until you sit down and reflect, what have I achieved? Then 10, 15, let's say a football case of 22 people. 5 others then at the bench, 20, let's say 30 athletes then in one location with the referees and all the people. Then 100 or so people and the way I don't can occupy for the last 90 to 120 minutes. What have I saved them from? What have I prevented in keeping them for 2 hours in one location? How have I occupied their minds to a positive trajectory? How I don't add value to them, to their mindset for that 2 hours? That is what sports professionals assess and determine whether sports valuable or not. But when we sit down and ask yourself that question, today, I tell you for free, young people in Sierra Leone, they compete. You know why the competition day?
No, sir.
At the 4 walls of a bedroom with antisocial activities, drugs, you understand, alcohol, and what are the effect? That human consideration not there, value for national responsibility not there, as it take up, it come out there, in mindset different. You know, even now only the people who are around when they do the same antisocial activities, they're not any value. Beyond that, nothing. So these are the things we will face as a nation because of the youthful nature of the population.
All right, I agree that 60% of Sierra Leone population centered around the youth. And of course, there are people still within the age of 35 still in the category of youth, am I right?
Sure, 0 to 35 is the official age.
Right. Now, you make 2 key points, listen to you keenly, the technical part of the ministry. You established the NSA, no iota of doubt. But let's ask this, like we say, they talk to the right person now. When you carry this vision, there was a sports council by then. You think in your wisdom that we need the National Sport Authority, countries like Ghana, we don't start in that direction. What were the plans we really put in this document? Forget the NSA.
The NSA, the idea of the NSA is simple. The problems we may experience as a sports administrator then, the secretary for the Volleyball Federation, were that one, we not get a development pathway for athletes. Most of our athletes, they develop, they discover they wouldn't know all. By the time you know it, now you flash in the pan, you compete 1, 2, 3, it's done. We not get effective funding mechanism for what we need for developed athletes, and at the same time provide the facilities required for developing athletes then they, or for even fund them for take part in international competitions. I have been a minister, I can always leverage this. The competition for resources among sectors within government is such that because of the nature of development, the president will prioritize health, will prioritize education, will prioritize agriculture, will prioritize energy, and few others. By the time they come to sport, the budget, if you go check na the kitty, maybe na get no more now, say okay, let us self do them.
So you mean say we need for staff to prioritize sport and
So
should
no,
be part of the
not to prioritize. The priorities set your funding mechanism. For example, I don't always say this in numerous programs. Why don't sports have an independent funding mechanism with statutory, meaning Parliament approves the law will raise your own funds?
How can that be?
You establish
We'll
it
get
is.
some lecturing this morning.
It's already established.
Okay, the
It
NSA
in the
now.
Act. It in the Act.
The
say there
NSA
shall-
Act. Say-
Yes.
okay.
There shall be a National Sports Development Fund.
Yeah, launch them, but we
Now,
get
all you need, that's a National Fund.
Basket fund. Okay, okay.
fund.
It's
That's
different from which you did
For
so.
me, that's different.
Okay.
You get for make a statutory, meaning put,
For then a law.
yes, put it there on the law books already. Now for let you activate them. And it was deliberate because I knew I never had much time, but let it there already. All you need for do now is you put the instruments together. What are the instruments? The legal instrument is waiting at the scope of work at the sports fund. Who side then they pull their money, who that they superintend them, and how then they disburse money. Now if I put on paper no more now. Because if you say I want an autonomous sports fund, who side they pull up? You forget the sources of funding. You understand? We don't establish them and they can't go to parliament, when and then get right for tax people them. Go give them, they say yes, you don't establish them. And so I can tell you, sports go now sit down with a plan in hand stemming from the ministry and the NSA, then go able to say, okay, from a gradual direction, this is how we want to develop sports in the next 5 years. So, that then have been the rationale will make us say, okay, let us reform the sports sector. Because the National Sports Council Act of 1964 now being amateur arrangement, participation, recreation. Just can play to say done. It was not anything for competition, for national glory, for pride, for mobilize the youth, for accelerate school enrollment and retention, for example. It just want play no more man and can meet up na Kintom, when I be the best recreation ground at the country, na play it done. Forget about it. There is so much needed for developed sport now. Say, look, all we schools them.
Exactly.
When me young, waiting put me into sport as young as 11, 12, I was already a volleyball scorer. But that's that. Because nobody not being get in mind the volleyball score sheet then 10 and then from year to year. By the time you begin feel this column can reach to the other column about a meter long, you don't mistake. But I was meticulous at the focus. So there was a famous late man, T.P. Sandy of blessed memory, a PhD director. Then you know the joke with in school sports. How many of them they will get today?
Now that is exactly what I want to come to you. I've been get the current executive director of the NSA, which we will come talk about because in one of which sister program you make mention say the ministry get the right if they want to dissolve the NSA today. I will come into that and ask that question why for something will be go through the parliament how this process is already come. I get the executive director a few months back at the studio and ask him about the inter-secondary school athletics competition and football competition. Why them been banned because of the excessive violence in them. But according to Ram, we not go stop something. We go give we productive results of 100, 200 people that are good in sport. We just look at 5-10 minutes of the violence. Do you support that in what's then they, or do you think there should be more about what he just said?
I agree with him. We can't just look school sports because of fear of violence to stop them. As I can always say, if we mobilize everybody, you understand, the schools then get their responsibility.
Sure.
School heads them and get their responsibility. Say, hey, your schools, they can participate. Teachers, once you are employed, apart from teaching, the pedagogy, the question of standing in the classroom facilitates learning. Facilitating learning not only limited to standing in classroom. No. Even the conduct of pupils outside the four walls of a classroom is education. You understand?
Sure.
So you know, just say, hey, I teach none of them. No, it's not possible. That's not the definition of you being a teacher. But that's not what education is about. So for me, I agree with them 100%. We get to move forward with that direction. One, our young people are largely in the schools. Two, we not develop the sports yet to an academy system where clubs in the country get their own, or people and they invest in the academy system. So our best academy systems are in the school system. And for want of a better argument, waiting wrong for less school sports when and the vogue all over the world, you say no because of violence. Because they don't become violent now. That is why they bring sport for. Let them stop being violent. Let them see themselves say, oh, we are brothers, we are friends, we are Sierra Leoneans. We can compete now today. Let we compete in a healthy manner. Rather than I just see you say as an enemy. You know, there are more violent people across the world than Sierra Leone. All you need for do is guide it, provide the regulations, get the personnel, get the schools involved, not to only the principal, not to only the PE teacher. Every school teacher, everybody where they part of the school system for be involved. At the school they go play today, let them go there, they go now self. It's wrong. You still get for guide your class. Class teachers, come with them at the stadium. Now you know the 40 or 50 picking there within a classroom. Mm-hmm. So if misbehavior take part now, the side allocate them, say for example at stadium, you know say now from me on them. Parents mobilize them for understanding, then get a responsibility. Because the sports program now for help rehabilitate or help you picking develop.
Intersect both athletics and football be play under you tenure?
Yes, he play 1 year. The following year we get hitches of funding. Okay. Again, as I say, we don't ever get a consolidated program. The one thing I would say, whether inter-school sports take place or not, there are two regions where they always do their own, the southern region. You understand? Particularly the volleyball program. Yeah. You go to the eastern region, Kono again, then self they do their own. So now just the western area, because of schools, them largely they sit back and say, oh, boy, let them go to guide it. But again, you go argue, say, the size of the class, the schools, they again militate against that. That is where the Ministry of Education will come help you say, let us decongest the schools, if there are resources, decongest them, say maximum, there are 500-600 pupils per school. You understand? Then and there with 20 teachers, you're able to control them.
So if Toby do bad now, if not Toby left aside for Sidom, you will not say not Toby not there.
Very easy. I know say teacher, you are coming here picking at school. I teach Nagama school for close to 10 years. Mr. Lash, you tell you, now we get school sports, you don't tell you, say, hey, now you're in charge of your school, you can't go there now. They appoint you as marshal for a classroom. Anything happen, they account for them. So it was easy. You don't ever see grammar school get a school event or then take part by any multi-school activity, then go back home and say grammar school be involved. No, the teacher is actively involved. You get responsibility. You get for can do a report at the end of the day, say, yes, we'll go now, this and this happen. You understand? So it should not be seen as an exclusive responsibility of the PHE teacher. No.
I want to stick with this school thing. During we own pre-primary school level and to early stages in secondary school, we get some extracurricular activities they will be doing in school, and we get some effective teachers in with PE department. We get some physical exercise we do on Wednesdays. We get football matches where they play on the Fridays. We get some health work where they do on a normal day. You feel like the dream of becoming a sport person in this country don't die out from the schools.
It did die right from that point. Not right from that point, I did die. Look at tell you, say we athletes, they mostly would discover they after 21. We for don't sabi athlete don't discover at age 8. 8 to 10 if you don't identify person potential.
And we're 12 or 11 years gap before identify person for be a sport person.
Yeah, that person don't get nothing for again because you need the
so your ambition and focus to be just for the bag now, just for the money we go make.
No, then they go. In fact, they are so in haste that even you put time for train, they think say they're wasting time. Training. Most of the time when they see rebellion na camps, sport camps. And because this athlete, he don't think say no. I not get time. You not get time now in life again. They remember say this are for make breakthrough now. And don't know say for developing into a star takes 10,000 hours. 10,000 hours, you divide that 2 hours per day, times 4 or 5 days a week, you go do the math. It tells you you need 12, 13 years for make you a star. Now that the stratification of competition come in, you begin play competition at age 15 for test you whether what don't teach you. The coach at your level now, let's say Leon Stars coach, no, they can't teach you skills again. Now tactics they can't teach you. If I don't fit for play, the system won't get. Otherwise, you not go fit. You understand? So, we still need a conversation on how to make the school system, the school sports system, functionally operational for assist the country at the higher level, but more importantly, the national sports infrastructure, the clubs. You will see, say, for a long period, if not to them, mini leagues, how they happen. Football now gets
It's flavor.
a flavor we get, get athletes themselves. And then mini leagues are bad though as they are, because of the facility, because of the violence where they do, but they produce. They see the emergence of talent from them mini leagues then they. You understand? If you ask me, let's stratify, okay, mini league, they play at the junior level for now. So that them big guns are not go crowd out the young athletes that they come out.
Everybody's seeking for attention, want to
understand?
support. Our play ball, there are me Toby. But the Premier League, not give the players the flavor. I have spoke with so many players about why we not even boycott on our clubs. I know we mention them of the players, but I go practically, openly tell you say.
The SLFA need for regulate the leagues them, the mini leagues then they. They have a very, very good platform for talent identification, talent development. Probably just put an age cap. If you don't 18, you don't make a breakthrough 17, maybe make a 17 level. Under 17, now they stop yonder. If you do under 17, they still play for senior team. If you get a what they say, okay, probably we'll limit the number of matches where they play. You understand? So that you not go crowd out, then imagine talents. Then some other people can get a different argument to which I will agree, but for me, that's my thought. Those are my thoughts. Make under 17, and if you at under 17, you don't make it to a Premier League team, the number of matches where they play per enemy league is capped. Just so that you get opportunity at the higher level now, give them a higher chance for letting. But that's why regulation comes in, and I'm sure the SLFA leadership would think through the NTR, how do we harness the potential of community leagues for help in the identification and development of talent. It's a whole new conversation. You know, the image, we're excited, the anxiety in we boku such that we want to do everything in a haste. We'll not get
Just this few time, hold on. I think I don't get like 3 or 4 different topics. I try to work on, then see the kind of people we'll bring. But let me come quickly, because in all of this discussion, if one foresee the attention, because we will come to the investment part, but with the attention, it means the technical wing of the ministry, without the NSA, gets a very big work for do.
Of course.
Now, you make mention that the ministry get the right to dissolve the NSA. But this is something when I've been passed through Parliament. I might not know the political space that much, how things work in the legislative part of government. But what do you think in that word will you say? Do you think the NSA, they step over them boundaries, or do you think that they do the work for the ministry when the ministry, they sit like they are not doing anything?
Yes, a couple of questions in one go. Laws are not cast on stone, on rock, or what, if not rock, say they broken. Any law, if you check subject to appeal or amendment, you can amend the law anytime it's provided for. No law, no deal, they not they amend. Because the one who make them na mortal man. And the circumstances we make them can change. That is why any act, and they tell you say, you can amend that, you can review anytime we think say, it's absolutely necessary. I think in the conversation with Lambran, I say that the minister na get the act. And now they say na get the act. Because the act is created by the minister. You understand? You get a process where they go through. If you want to review any aspect of that act, they start the whole process over. Maybe you call a consultative meeting of all the stakeholders. Me, you, na sport journalist. When we call everybody, we sit down. But the process is led and owned by him or her. We sit down there. You understand? If he, in his wisdom, politically thinks that this is the direction for you, go with sports politically, and the cabinet approve, if they go outside self, if they go parliament, they go change them. There are no two ways about it. If, for example, anybody within the NSA or me, Nayawe Sidom, Ahmed Kanu, get interest, I go table an opinion during the process and tell and say, no, law will go this way. If that argument is strong enough and it's bought by other stakeholders there, then go include them in that act there. But it is owned and led by the minister. There are no two ways about it. He go consult you, he go consult me, he go consult every other person like me do I've been there as minister. There were stakeholders consultation across the country. What we done, we can put an informal arrangement with president to present to findings. Now say, I sign, I agree, now let's continue the political and legal process. Go cabinet, cabinet say yes, go ahead. Go parliament, parliament say approve it, become an act. But now the minister, they take and through them process, then they. Probably that's the misconception and misunderstanding. And they understand, people for learn, for engage and get dialogue. Not be dismissive by somebody's ideas. This country need for the engage in positive conversations. Otherwise, you don't get the best out of the desires and the directions where we go. If anybody, put this, if anybody want change because you not feel comfortable with the law, you know they make them, they say, I think, I go one my friend can teach me one they say parable. The literal meaning is chief not they make law when you're at one. Mm-hmm. You know they make law when you're at one. Mm-hmm. Let there be a need, a felt need by anybody for a review, then you go for a review. If you do it because I don't like Toby, you do it because you don't like Ahmed Kanu for eliminating at the sports space, you go miss him.
So do you think that is what happening?
No, I can't say. Okay. I can't say. I just state me.
Okay.
Because I follow conversations here and there. They see. But then, if for any reason you sit back and say, no, what you want to do so not correct, go through the process. Go table it with opinion. That is why it's an open consultative meeting. If for B, not supposed for sit down. What is it? If I wanted to. You understand? I don't sit down at my office. One whole day I write what I feel for. In fact, I left and largely to them. And do what they done, then can present, say, no, this, na me own thought this, so then go review them, na me own thought this. Me say, they influence the process. Till it come out to what it be. You understand? But as I say, with sports sector, they so backward that it takes a conscious effort over a long period of time for get them for compete even with other sports sectors across the continent, across the world. Because I tell you for free, we get 3 or 4 organs them where they manage sport in Sierra Leone. The political level, the coordinating level, the NSC, and the let's say NOC where they manage multi-sports events. I don't think we're seen as one.
That is another committee we get some very big goal for play because all of this talk what they talk so get for the box stop at the National Olympic Committee because football, the biggest sport, is under the NOC. Arguably NOC gets all of the sport. But
leaderships.
In terms of but yes, like that exactly what I thought. In terms of the leadership of the NOC, do you think they've played some pivotal role in salvaging some of this issue?
They can play, and they are playing.
And they will play.
They will continue to play because, one, they get the resources. The NOC get the resources. Then they invest them. Are they being approached? The business of the NOC now for facilitate. Or is it facilitation? I want to use that word. Yeah, they facilitate the development of sports, supporting government arrangements, but then for promote the Olympic and Commonwealth movement in Sierra Leone. That way, there are resources lying out there. They not just can't you. IOC not, or the Olympic Solidarity not just grab NOC now and get this. No. Football they come. For example, then this year, the president of the Football Association say, hey, gentlemen, there is something you have that I need. What is it? He say, for partner for anti-doping education and testing. Fine. We don't sign an MOU. We don't instruct the country member reps. Say, take necessary actions for make sure say this happens within the football family.
And we proudly happy for saying.
You understand?
We start this push and it's
so these are the kind of arrangements. Now we go talk to IOC. Hey, this is what football wants. Then we'll say, okay, we'll get training for them. We'll send trainer. We'll support the post who they can't gain. Now, money will then go tag to IOC, NOC, but then they give it. The training of the football administrators, the coaches, the athletes, them, maybe the testing protocols. But it is tagged to now cost on the NOC of Sierra Leone. You have to ask. Volleyball, for example, they do development of national sports systems. They train, they overhaul the whole system. I ask FIVB. FIVB say, no, we can't give money. If you want to go NOC, then we will see how we will support the process. We brought in a coach. Thankfully, Coach Sorina na level 3 coach, and therefore technical director, and at the level of the FIVB, na instructor. And so you get your mouth, don't train what you want again. So you don't train close to 200 coaches across the country. 50% of them are school teachers. We don't procure about 200 balls. Minimum, we don't procure them. Then schools and they can't supply them balls at the end of the club championships. And in February, then for bring teams at the regional level, let's see the beginning where they don't train from November, so law can see. Provide a platform to them for compete. Again, sponsored by the Olympic Solidarity through the NOC. So you get for ask. Let we say then teachers say, oh, don't train so. The school can't take them now, okay, they give you a higher training. Maybe after 6 months, they don't train you now. Pam, go Miltimaga, go get a higher teacher certificate out of Dande. You don't incentivize the training. You don't give the teacher an incentive for them to pursue PhD. But that coach, they struggle with it. He said, sorry, you don't train to the level. If they run any educational program, academic, sports education program, and they make a write a thesis for me, I get a degree. And I talk because now to me, the knowledge we get in the West, you not get no side for you, Sam. Yeah. You understand? If you get you get a program of training across the country on coaching education, not only volleyball, coaching education. Not to the tactical, how for play football, how for play volleyball, coaching education, you get a wealth of knowledge there. So just empower now with a national degree, we go to my say, Mr. Get degree, and push an treat.
All right. Contributor to the program, in name na Ahmed Kanu, the president for the Sierra Leone Volleyball Federation. We're doing in the studio this morning, and when we come after the break, we'll look at the investment part in sport. But Fambul, I get Wami Auntie Makoto Kitchen Wami Auntie. So it gets on Carnival this coming. Tomorrow Saturday the 20th, now free, no go pay anything for go this carnival. So now for family we all can eat as this me auntie. Don't put a lot of pressure upon me for I do this for him. And of course this is somebody where now the auntie that we no go joke with. So when you angry it's ready and cut for you food and eat. So the Makoto Kitchen they come with family we eat on the 20th of December. When tomorrow and a free and all the food that we want for eat. Definitely go the part of this Kamle we eat carnival. Let's go for a break, and when we come, we will continue and look at the investment part. Other sports them, the struggle for investment. Where if football is travel tomorrow, even if now midnight, Minister of Finance could disburse this money. Now football are the only sports who then give permission say on a good scores. We wanna come back, we'll go now the money. Why? Now other sports in discipline not they get this facility, now only football.
We dey look for best betting experience. Register with 1xBet today and enjoy when you register with 1xBet. I say, then go give you 200% bonus by your first deposit. And when you complete your registration, side day, we then go ask you for put your official promo code. Just put AMS232. 1xBet. Try get on your phone. 1xBet get fine game them, like casino game, card game, and they all get sober winning. They get football, basketball, tennis, and boku other one them with live updates. Register with your phone and make sure say you register with valid ID card. And when you done your registration, screenshot them for Bambai. You can withdraw and deposit with Colats, with Orange Money, Afri Money, 1xBet Cash, MasterCard, or Visa Card. 1xBet, they sponsor La Liga, Serie A, League One, Confederation of African Football, and a partnership with FC Cologne. That not done, then get them brand ambassador them like Yemata, the Laughing Matter, Crack Twist and Zamza, Robino the comedian, and plenty other one them. 1xBet, play on today, forget you're winning. And not forget to bet responsibly. The office the Lumley Beach Road by Empire Night Club. But if you're not able to reach there, call them a telephone number 076 100 338 or 078 206 171. Experience Register with 1xBet today and enjoy when you register with 1xBet. I say, then go give you 200% bonus by your first deposit. And when you complete your registration, side day, we then go ask you for put your official promo code. Just put AMS232. 1xBet. Try get on your phone. 1xBet get fine game them, like casino game, card game, and they all get sober winning. They get football, basketball, tennis, and boku other one them with live updates. Register with your phone and make sure say you register with valid ID card. And when you done your registration, screenshot them for Bambai. You can withdraw and deposit with Colats, with Orange Money, Afri Money, 1xBet Cash, MasterCard, or Visa Card. 1xBet, they sponsor La Liga, Serie A, League One, Confederation of African Football, and a partnership with FC Cologne. That not done, then get them brand ambassador them like Yemata, the Laughing Matter, Crack Twist and Zamza, Robino, the comedian, and plenty other one them. 1xBet, play on today, forget you're winning. And not forget to bet responsibly. The office the Lumley Beach Road by Empire Night Club. But if you're not able to reach there, call on a telephone number 076 100 338 or 078 206 171. Experience. Register with 1xBet today and enjoy when you register with 1xBet. I say, then go give you 200% bonus by your first deposit. And when you complete your registration, side day, we then go ask you for put your official promo code. Just put AMS232. 1xBet. Try get on your phone. 1xBet get fine game them, like casino game, card game, and they all get sober winning. They get football, basketball, tennis, and boku other one them with live updates. Register with your phone and make sure say you register with valid ID card. And when you done your registration, screenshot them for Bambai. You can withdraw and deposit with Colats, with Orange Money, Afri Money, 1xBet Cash, MasterCard, or Visa Card. 1xBet, they sponsor La Liga, Serie A, League One, Confederation of African Football, and a partnership with FC Cologne. That not done, then get them brand ambassador them like Yemata, the Laughing Matter, Crack Twist and Zamza, Robino, the comedian, and plenty other one them. 1xBet, play on today, forget you're winning. And not forget to bet responsibly. The office the Lumley Beach Road by Empire Night Club. But if you're not able to reach there, call on a telephone number 076 100 338 or 078 206 171. Experience. Register with 1xBet today and enjoy when you register with 1xBet. I say, then go give you 200% bonus by your first deposit. And when you complete your registration, side day, we then go ask you for put your official promo code. Just put AMS232. 1xBet. Try get on your phone. 1xBet get fine game them, like casino game, card game, and they all get sober winning. They get football, basketball, tennis, and boku other one them with live updates. Register with your phone and make sure say you register with valid ID card. And when you done your registration, screenshot them for Bambai. You can withdraw and deposit with Colats, with Orange Money, Afri Money, 1xBet Cash, MasterCard, or Visa Card. 1xBet, they sponsor La Liga, Serie A, League One, Confederation of African Football, and a partnership with FC Cologne. That not done, then get them brand ambassador them like Yemata, the Laughing Matter, Crack Twist and Zamza, Robino, the comedian, and plenty other one them. 1xBet, play on today, forget you're winning. And not forget to bet responsibly. The office the Lumley Beach Road by Empire Night Club. But if you're not able to reach there, call on a telephone number 076 100 338 or 078 206 171. 1xBet, I'll win you this week.
Welcome back from the break on 99.3 FM this morning, and so we'll continue with the program. We're there with the president for the Sierra Leone Volleyball Federation, Ahmed Kanu. Of course, one of the things you can't hide from the reality about in knowledge what you get in sports administration. We don't talk about why the attention. It's clearly that we not create a roadmap.
No.
We not plan sports well, because if this is 21st century Salone, we not get no academy, whether it's a football academy, whether it's a basketball academy, we not get nothing close to that. But investment part is something I want we come look into. I want to buy the words of Safa Abdullah, which is say, value for money will be instilled when in come as director of the NSA. And he can also make mention about over 40,000 jobs being created only by football. But why we get banks, mining companies, we get several other agencies that are not doing the corporate and social responsibility in investing into sport. How you feel like the attraction go come for like companies that for invest in sport, not just football?
Wow, Toby, that's a whole research paper on sports. I say research paper because the framework just didn't as alone for let we review, get a conversation, as I say, for know how we will develop sports with the right frameworks, the right regulatory arrangements. You mentioned the corporate sector, but first of all, let's look at the public sector,
Okay.
government.
Okay.
The role of government, Pambokuti na regulation. You do the regulations and attract the people. Earlier on, we mentioned, say, well, let's start first with the first part, which is the costs for developed sport is heavy. For do sports stadium, one sports stadium, they run into millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars. The cost of training one athlete, they run to thousands, if not to hundreds of thousands of dollars. So when you put that into context, you know, say, for a nation whose economy is struggling, we're not able to start passport. So where do you start? I put the regulations. We start back, say, let there be an autonomous sports funding mechanism, meaning we get the sports fund. And then waiting at the sources of funding. I tell you, you mentioned corporate social responsibility.
Yes, sir.
Corporate social responsibility,
You know, means I will just do passport.
not the passports, but if you put on the sources of funding, you say, okay, Epic Radio or Epic TV, you CSR na 5,000 loans per annum, 10% of the 5,000 loans for going to sports, then they don't regulate it, don't they? So the 5,000 loans go to NRA, the cut and source is sent to the sports fund. Anybody will bet, for example, if they buy the ticket 400 loans, would they make them 450 loans?
Okay.
The 50 loans, they go direct to the sports fund. And so many other ways, people and they misuse their data. Then on internet, they commit cyber crime. Now because the internet is cheap. I know they say let the ace and high irresponsibly, not to so American say. But if you buy them, let me say a percentage of them go to sports development, maybe 5 cents of the data. Any 1 gig where you buy, 5 cents of them, they go into sports development. You don't list their sources of funding in there. Then at the direct source of funding where they get from corporate individuals and so on and so forth. Pantap Day. You don't lay the foundation. Pantap Day now you come, hey, we were the practice sports, or we were there into the sports sector where every day we regulate, we play sports every day. We now sit down, we say, okay, I don't get this facility, like that one we'll get a beach, so we'll get beach volleyball event. This man can sponsor an event. Or you want name the beach volleyball arena, you can okay, they can't name, I get naming right for 5 years, he put money there. I get an event for any 1 minute where they advertise, they put money there. So that arrangement they had. But they play at tennis court. Who that get man go advertise there? And it's a matter of fact, now how do they hide? Not who say they play there. The facility, yes, if they don't play do math. Nobody is aware. That is one. Two, is the event attractive nationally? You understand? So whilst government getting you responsibility for do the regulations, we as sporting disciplines get for up we game to a level where they attract corporate sector for come. After I don't tax them, then we still can invest for their own visibility. So it's a ring. So until we start from that direction, then we make stadium just now. Whose kind advertisement display board go there? Are they LED? Meaning man go come, you buy space for 10 seconds. You blast an Epic Radio. 10 seconds, Epic they are, Epic, I'll have to go advertise there tomorrow. Because you want for like get mileage. You want for like get visibility such that the people will be attracted come to you. Rokel Commercial Bank, RCB, the talk with the products where you get, new products where you get, you advertise and they, I'd go open account tomorrow. Maybe 10, 15, 20 people and go open account on account of that advert day. But then, with facilities, they boast of, they're not able to attract advert, they're not able to attract corporate sponsors. The one they can't put on, then just they see and say, in fact, I can tell you for free, say, most of the sponsorship they see in Sierra Leone, if you go investigate them, now then CSR, and they use as a marketing tool. CSR, not to you will get and they spend them. You forgive us in spend them for you. But then, now then they invest them, now then they expend them, now then they, as a matter of fact, now then they implement the CSR, not to other person they implement them. So you find out, say, the budget they put aside for marketing, they not they use them. Rather than go use the CSR budget. So we are losing there. So if you ask, one, we have to set the regulatory framework as to how we want let investment come into sports. If we position, for example, I go na Brazil, HSBC get one of the biggest facility, a private facility in Brazil, called an HSBC Arena. Now HSBC na a bank, serious bank na the UK and elsewhere. Now then build them, then get naming rights. Even though na them build them, then pay for naming rights as well. Because the events they take place and they're huge. You understand? Sporting events are not a multiform. So if let us say government, for example, don't lay out the whole of Sierra Leone, you set aside 10, 15 acre land here and there, I say, okay, this is not for sports investment, infrastructure. Somebody can go get their money, say, okay, I can invest there. You build them, you own them for 20 years, or build them, operate and transfer later after 25 years. So be it. So,
all right.
These are the thoughts you want for Lowy, the knack here and there, so that we'll go move the sports arena forward.
Let me just allow for rest a little bit as we almost come to the end of the program. Let's start for putting our calls through. Please not flash the line, go straight and call, and you just get a minute for making your own contribution this morning. And the number you could do that now 079-994-993, 079-994-993. And let's start for take some calls. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, hello.
Good morning. Anabi Yusuf.
Yes.
Anabi Yusuf, come on here radio, please. Come on here radio. You get some.
Yes, I want to thank you to Big Brother Mr. Kanu. I think he's again at the right trajectory. I want to start from inside the top. We see in volleyball, this is Satori, launched up to somebody will go lecture. We also get them in handball, Abubakar, Obasifana, the two are wrong with the so that's when they need that time in the new. Don't take the football. Mohamed can no longer get a full license. That man spent over $12,000 to get that kind of license. So in Salon, we get people away one for their license for the baby. So we are one for big. Ahmed. They are for years with NSA. For example, they put on salary. If they pay football coaches, their salary, why they don't pay other coaches them when they get the same qualification? So, why the sporting discipline every year they register to NSA? So at the end of the day, they get nothing. NSA don't support even if the Lions when a club they go do a competition. So sporting discipline the day, this is the best thing at the end of the year. We I think say for this show. We are Mr. Ahmed. I think the answer will say kudos to LOC because the same way Dr. Patrick Coker, that the president of LOC will know the benefit we are handled they get. If we get the call, now we go trust you. LOC they trust you. So when the money can, then we will pay them back. I think that's so NOC they do. So we are NSA, then they do it for me because finally, sir, we talk about this sport at school. If you come to my office now, and UNICEF does support you all the equipment here. But also know they like the primary school. And then I took out primary school head teacher.
Sure.
I do sport up to college level. We are Mr. Ahmed. don't talk to NSC. If the secondary school then they fail, then they can't have primary school because the primary school are the very well.
Okay.
The first primary school also will develop that family. Thank you very much.
All right, 079, Dana Nabi Yusuf, somebody who is so much passionate about sports, handball, all over the place. And these are sports we currently struggle based on the innovation. We still go on at the Shaka Stevens Stadium. Yes, Thomas, go ahead, quickly make your point.
No.
Yes, Thomas, go ahead and make your point.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Patobi, for calling this wonderful guest night program. Only man to talk, say no thing to talk. We just be feel at the time when the minister side will be too short. Because we can't, we see the sanity will happen, but the time is too short. But then time people will need na sports. I tell you when they talk, they say now somebody will know about sports. Tell the guy they say that school league. Let them try for sports and back. No matter what will happen. Look what happened in Nigeria. Always fed violence, but COFA still do it all the time. And I don't will get with talent here. If we not take the sport to the school, and they tell you we not get enough talent. Even in Nigeria, when they get the player, because of their age, by the time they not fade out because the player in Nigeria is 30 years, close to 30, 25 years. And then they take the picking from the school, it will serve the nation well for a long time. It will go international. It will even get education background. When he left sport, he can do other things, coaching, and do other things. So don't go back, no matter the violence. Not a good example, but in grammar school. Very good example. Grammar school, for where football, so one day when he say grammar school, misbehave, because there's school discipline. Discipline. Compare with Kelly model they first all the time. I think they first by the principal they say that they're responsible because if they take this in for that school picking, they see them drive the company 1 to 10. The other one they caution. But because they condone there, I mean always they consider the attack school, go further school. They don't see grammar school for that because they stand that maybe they joke with them. So don't go back to the school, no matter what's happening. Don't go back there. We'll get the best talent here. Thank you very much.
All right, let's take more calls. We almost come to the end of the program. We might not take plenty calls, but let's see how many calls again we can take. Maybe 3 or 4 more calls, then we come and wrap up because there are other engagements we get for look after for today. But we'll find another time for another topic. Hello? Yes, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yes, make your own contribution.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Me, concerning you, sir, and no.
We're sorry for that. We are not discussing Leon Stars this morning. I hate for court people, but let we always learn. We're not going to continue for do this. Let we learn for stick to things them which we think now we discuss now the program. Yes, Abuloko, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Toby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Toby, I tell my elder brother, Mr. Kanu, I tell him plenty thank you for the analysis and education we don't give to people in terms of sports in this country. May God continue to bless him and give him more wisdom for serve the country in terms of sports. So Salon, we always get it wrong in terms of sports because we not get the foundation. We not build up the foundation for make we able achieve what to achieve in terms of sports. We are the biggest problem in this country. We they talk about I support Mr. Anabi. In terms of school league, some of then see where we small they won. Now they them picture primary school and sports meeting. Me na me fastest na me school Chabanaku. So we may get some athletes when they go around and sports out at athletes them way from primary school. In the light of them, Sajino na me the fastest Albert Academy. And this guy now Edwards, bigger. Collect, then send in the when I'm a senior athlete them. So then they go and look at them primary school league there. And spot out talent the way they go take along with them and train. You don't see some of who know the achievements who get from them guy where they take we from primary school, who shall be fastest or go secondary school. So would they beg the Ministry of Education, the PE teachers them at least let them try to organize primary school league where now they don't go to tap talents them because they're young. They're more younger than the one that were in a secondary school and they're not for violence. So we beg them they are made at least and take this them put am na dem mind say dem for do am. The people of this country, we need primary school competition in terms of athletics and football and other sporting disciplines. Thank you, sir. The voice from Central One Media One.
All right. One more call, then we say goodbye. 0799 and 4993. We only take one last lucky caller. Hello, good morning. Sorry, good afternoon now, in fact.
Good morning, Toby.
Yes. Coach Ajina. Chairman Alex, please go ahead and make your point.
Thank you. Good morning to me, Uncle at the studio, Uncle American listener, Alex John, Dennis Boxer in Peking. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, Alex, morning.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And I appreciate you for your voice back. And greeting to you, sir, and to Toby. I just want to say, the former minister, American Namawe, it always boys them. They like today, Somande, Australia, Somande, Europe. They like today where their life don't change through Mr. Kanu. When a good one for Sierra Leone. It's a way it has minister. He do great job inside the ministry. He help beaucoup sporting
association them.
Discipline them. He help them. He change them. Them story them. And like me, so where me and the chairman at this stadium hostel exit, I know what he don't do, and I appreciate him. On a man from small. A barrick. I'm away volleyball nine game. I them get volleyball inside Tekobarik. We take off Tekobarik the volleyball player and Mr. Americanu. The team of us me daddy, Mr. Manny.
I think he's. We're sorry for that, but we're not going to take more calls again. So, like come back to you now, Mr. Khan. We don't get it from the callers, and this is about educating the people. What exactly it means in investing in sport.
It means
again.
So much.
Do you think that government no mobile vote for investing in sports, or we say for Sierra Leoneans could do better?
No, not possible. I tell you about the competing needs for various sectors now. Government every day they talk about building the healthcare system. One hospital here, Yanda, one improve agriculture. You want energy for day. So imagine the emergency way energy they face at the moment. You left and go build stadium. If government not go left down. But before I continue in that direction. I listened to Anabi. He drew my attention to one key thing we don't exercise my mind. I may be wrong. Probably can put the two together. One of the greatest assets they will get in this country, in this football sector, is Mohamed Kalon. He has the equivalent of a master's, if not. I don't know it in the ranking. He has that equivalent. I talk about story in coaching education. If, for example, the Salon educational system localize Mohammed in certificate, just get them through for write 1 or 2 papers, research papers. In 6 months, you award them a postgraduate degree. Give them a study program. I should say Mohammed could train the next crop of top-level football coaches in this country. But they will just restrict Mohammed to Leon Stars coach. For me, it's a waste. And these are then kind thoughts here for the get. How do we harness the Mohammed incapacity for multiplying, for let's get a multiplier effect? And I'm sure Mohammed go sit you in a class, they teach you, you pay attention, you follow him, because he will be teaching you from the heart. Now what he value, now you don't professionalize. So from the passion for football, you don't make a profession as an athlete, and now a coach. So in life, they continue in football for the rest of your life. As it maybe age catch up with it, I say, okay, lad, blow. So why don't you harness that? But coming back to your question, actually, I quite agree with Toby. Then people, a lot draw them, bring them to the school system. We get what you call by the NSA as one of the department at the National Institute of Sports, not to just by name. Mm-hmm. Now an institution will be established, then young picking the old 12 years old, get at them. Take them, the report card them for the first time. Face and can They can study for 12 weeks, second term at the National Institute of Sports, hostels, day. If they go to school, if they go practice in sports, even they get access to top level coaches. At the end of the day, they mark them in subject, in social studies, he still perform. Tell and say this scholarship will get, so if you fail, they below this grade, you know they get it again. He will still go back to Kailan in education, they continue, but then in sports performance, they improve. You understand? But that cost comes with money. And who pays? Not to government no more.
Okay.
Everybody, me and you, through tax system, indirectly or directly, through the habits there, this water, we give me so, they all they sell them, environmental, they get environmental costs. The taxes where they pay not sufficient, if you go the extra mile. So, let me say for any one bottle water we pay, sell, if they sell them 8 million, the 50 million, the 8 million, the 50 million for going to sports development. When they have venues, then they legislate on them, and then let's see how far down they can we go. But then there has got to be a plan.
Well, and so we'll bring the curtain down of today's edition of Epic Sports. Again, I want for comment, we guess we'll get now means because we reach out to him and definitely accept the invitation and join me in the studios. Big brother Buju will give you the technical support. Abraka Bendu will make you watch me live on our Facebook page. But again, before I go, Auntie Makoto Kitchen tomorrow na the Kamle we eat carnival. All we you for do and for just go to Morgan Lane and na free no go pay no entry, but just get thing in your pocket because the varieties of food we not eat yet, you go eat them from Auntie Makoto's Kitchen. And don't forget to say too nice to listen to the program, and to everybody na the Fancy Beauty Tailoring Shop as well. The Mami self they listen to the program this morning. So we'll bring the curtain down for today, but not forever, as we go return back on Monday. But I'm yours and yours truly, Mohammed Toby Kagbo. Goodbye.